This is the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But aren't you a Linux user? Yes, mostly. But since my home office will be turned into this next year, I need a portable, no funny business editing station. So today I'll show you how I set up my beefed out MacBook Pro M5 Pro for maximum efficiency and comfort. With a keyboard driven workflow, a lot of open source stuff and settings you might not know. Right, important settings. Starting with background sounds. Mac actually has these built in, so let's go to menu bar, add controls, hearing accessibilities, and click on the little plus sign next to hearing. We then get this ear icon up here where I can turn on different background sounds and control the volume. Back in settings, I go to accessibility, audio, and enable turn off sounds when the Mac isn't in use. Next, the dock. I have mine hidden on the side here. Running this command will make it appear and disappear instantly. I also enable minimize into icons and disable suggested apps. Down here, I deselect show items and set click wallpaper to show desktop to always. Now I only reveal my messy desktop when I click on it. I also disable widgets, and under mission control, I enable group windows by application. In hot corners, I only have one set for the bottom left corner, application windows, which is really nice for Final Cut, as I can quickly see my most recent projects. In accessibility settings, under motion, I enable reduce motion. It disables quite a few animations, which I prefer. Then under pointer control, I open trackpad options, I enable use trackpad for dragging and set it to 3-finger drag, so I can drag and highlight stuff without having to press the touchpad. Nice. Oh, and a tip. Don't minimize windows, as you won't be able to Alt-Tab open them. Instead use the hide feature, which is Command H. It's also instant and with no animation. Okay, 9 essential open source apps. First, Homebrew, which is a package manager that lets you install, reinstall and update software and apps. That means you can install stuff without going to websites, downloading DMG files, all of that stuff. To download an app, you just run brew install cask and then, for example, Firefox. It really is that easy. To uninstall, you just type out brew uninstall cask Firefox. You can also search for packages and get a nice overview of what you already have installed. Next up is hidden bar, which cleans up your menu bar. Holding command, you just drag what you want to hide to the left side of this little bar. You can also remove things like this. In preferences, you can set a shortcut and make sure it launches when you boot your Mac. Instant space switcher, an absolute must. I don't like the workspace switch animation. It's a bit better with reduced motion turned on, but with instant space switcher, it's, well, instant. You can set hotkeys and override the swipe gesture so it works by swiping too. Keeping you awake prevents your Mac from sleeping, which is nice if I'm screen recording or exporting videos. Just click the little mark to toggle it on or right click to set a duration. In options, you can do further tinkering. Background music lets you control audio and volume for each separate app or window, which you can't do in the menu bar by default. It also lets you record system audio when you screen record with QuickTime, which you also can't do by default. Why, Apple? Now a tool I use every day, Handy, which is a free and open source app for speech to text. It works locally, you just download a model and set a hotkey. It's surprisingly good and I have no need for trying more advanced options. Better monitor control. It's a must-have if you use an external monitor that isn't the studio display. It lets you control screen brightness so you don't have to reach for that stupid joystick on your monitor. Next is Ghostty, which is my preferred terminal emulator. I've made a custom configuration file which matches my grayish theme and adds a bit of transparency. VSCodium. I use VSCodium for editing configuration files and making manim animations. As you can see, I'm still new to it. I use the Zen browser, where I have different profiles for my two spaces. one for YouTube and one for uni stuff. I like to keep those separate, and with different containers and spaces, I can do that. You can watch this video if you want to see the entire setup. So far we've covered settings and open source apps, but I'm also going to show you one absolutely essential closed source app. But first, I said I wanted a portable setup, and that's where today's sponsor comes in handy. Tomtoc and their UrbanX T77 backpack. This is one cool bag. It houses my 16-inch MacBook perfectly in this padded compartment, and everything else I need on the go. It even fits my large ThinkPad. It has pockets. A lot of pockets. Here, 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 this one, and this one where I can attach my keys. There are 2 pockets for bottles on the outside and even one inside. The T77 comes in 3 sizes, 22, 26 and 32 liters. I have the 26 one, which is big enough for me to take my entire setup with me. Packing and unpacking is a delight thanks to the 180-degree clamshell opening. The back panel is EVA foam with mesh over it, and there's a sternum strap too. It's genuinely comfortable even when it's full, which mine usually is. There's even a side handle. Nice. If you carry a lot and need it to be organized, the T77 is worth taking a look at. You can check it out by going through the link in the description. Thanks to tomtoc for once again supporting the channel. Yeah, it's Raycast. It's just too good not to use. It tiles my windows, launches apps, manages clipboards, and so much more. So bear with me. Really, it just replaces a bunch of separate apps. After installing and saying no to all of the AI shit, I set command space to launch Raycast. I then hit command comma, go to advanced, and set Hyperkey to caps lock. Now the caps lock key is basically its own modifier key. I also find the caps lock key to be more ergonomically pleasant, as I use my pinky instead of using my thumb. Now, Raycast works by modifying extensions, either by assigning an alias or hyperkeys. I've tried different tiling window managers for Mac, but I just don't really like them. So instead I use Raycast and a few native Mac features. Here's my setup. Hyper W almost maximizes. Hyper S centers in 2/3, which is nice for reading PDFs. Hyper A and D tiles left and right. Hyper F maximizes, but it's not full screen mode. Hyper period and hyper comma adjust size by small increments. Arranging windows in Raycast is paywalled, so instead I use the built-in Mac mission control, and I have set hyper Z and X to arrange left and right respectively. Now, launching stuff. I use hyper E to open Finder. By default, Finder opens in recents, but you can set another default by hitting command and comma and then select whatever you like. I like to have the path bar here as well, which you can enable by going to View and click Show. Hyper R launches Ghostty. Hyper M opens my business email. Then I have Hyper and numbers 1 through 6 to open and switch between my most used apps. 1 opens Zen, 2 opens Obsidian, 3 is VSCodium, 4 is Final Cut, 5 is Zotero, and 6 is System Settings. I rarely use more than one desktop, except for Final Cut, which I open in full screen. Otherwise, I just switch between my windows with Hyper and numbers. I really like this workflow. It's fast. I also use Hyper T to search for files. It's fast too, and hitting Command K gives you a menu of surprisingly useful actions, which all have custom hotkeys by default. I use Hyper V to open the clipboard. And hitting Command K again gives you a lot of useful actions. In settings, you can choose how long it keeps a history, and you can disable it for your password manager. Nice. You can also make snippets. Right now I just have one for my business email, so when I type out fmail, it automatically inserts my email. Then there are quick links, and I have option 1 and 2 set up to open my local editing folder and my NAS folder. I can search with DuckDuckGo by pressing Hyper G, and it'll open a new browser in Zen. And then YouTube. I just press Hyper plus Y and I can search for whatever. These are all built-in extensions, but you can also install community extensions. One of my favorites here is SVGL, which is kind of a time saver. If I'm working on a thumbnail, for example, and need a logo, I can hit Hyper L, search for the logo I want, and boom. I can't really find all logos, so if I need another, I go to this website. Lastly, there's also a Homebrew extension, if you prefer to not use the terminal. With this extension, you can search for and install packages. You can also show installed and uninstall if you'd like to do that. Basically everything that you can do in Homebrew with commands. So that's my macOS setup. I only showed the essential apps as I have covered the cross-platform open source apps I use a lot. I even have a Mac-specific video. Anyway, why would you spend so much on a MacBook when you love Linux, foci? Well, I've actually used macOS ever since I bought my first MacBook in 2014. And that Mac lasted me nearly a decade, and I expect this one to last a long time as well. And as I've said, I really need a portable editing setup, and the 16-inch M5 Pro is kinda that. Could I have gone with a cheaper model with less overkill specs? Yes, indeed. But it's only the M5 Pro that has a 16-inch option, so yeah. The display is beautiful and spacious enough for me to feel comfortable using it without an external monitor. Kinda the point. The speakers are of course also great, and with these beefy specs, yeah, it's just a workhorse. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and a special thanks to Jan, Lester, Afraris, Cal and Justin, as well as the other members of the channel. You too can become a member of the channel, if it's financially responsible of you. Right now there are 2 tiers with different perks, but in addition to these, all members are invited to join a VIP channel in the Discord. And thanks again to tomtoc for sponsoring this video. Remember, you can check out their cool backpack by going through the link in the description. Okay, bye.